Good afternoon, MuMum here, bringing you my MuMum's Monday musing. We're a little bit chipper today, and my thoughts for today are that I thought you might like to meet MuMan, who happens to be in hysterics behind me because for some reason he's taken what is usually obviously a very serious, important vlog and thinks it's hilarious. But he is here. Do you want to come and say hello? Man, it's worse than having the twins here. At least being covered in stickers was, cleanable. There we go. Meet me, man.
Oh, you know what they say behind every good woman?
I think it's the other way round, actually.
You know what I say behind every good woman?
Anyway, this is MuMan.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Also known as Roland. He is my husband. He's the father of the Twinkles, which is good news given he's my husband. And he is my co-team worker when it comes to MuMar. As you all know, MuMar was my idea, but Roland very quickly supported the idea within kind of the first 24 hours. You actually thought it was good, and
I did.
So we started to work on it together. MuMan also writes for MuMag. As
do you want me to be saying this?
I'm excusing you. Carry on. Would you like
so I am MuMan. So hopefully you've seen as part of the MuMar, the community section bit, MuMag, we have a whole series of bloggers who write once a month for us, and I am MuMan. So hopefully you've seen a few of my articles over the last few months, and if you're a mum with twins, triplets or quads, hopefully you've been able to share some of those with your husband, your partner, whoever is sort of doing this with you, because some of the stuff that I talk about in those blogs is more dad centric than what MuMum writes about, which is obviously much more mum centric to life with twins. So have a look at them, share them with your husbands. If you're a dad, hopefully you've already seen some of them as well. I do share some of those articles in some of the twin dad Facebook groups that are out there, so hopefully you've seen some of them.
What I would say as well, it's interesting. Roland showed me, I don't know if he was allowed to or not, but one of the twin dad Facebook groups and just a conversation that was happening because it was quite interesting. And what I was saying to him is actually that he was sharing articles, his MuMan articles, with some of the other dads. And actually I was saying it would be interesting for them to read my articles, because that's kind of why we, one of the reasons we set MuMag up to run alongside MuMar, and one of the reasons that we both write, and we write separately, but quite often we write about the same topic. So you actually get the mum view and you get the dad view about the same thing, which, more often than not, you're also getting a female view and a male view, obviously. But it's actually quite interesting for you mums to read the dad view, because it gives you a bit of an insight into what's going on in their head and some of the things that you might be struggling with at home, when we very much try and parent together, but because we're different, we come at it from different perspectives, so it's helpful for me to understand where Roland's coming from and vice versa. So he also finds it quite insightful, I think, to read some of my views and hear kind of how I'm dealing with it. So that would be our hope, is that actually you mums read mine and hopefully relate to it, but also read Roland's, read MuMan's, and kind of have a bit of insight to be able to understand where your husbands are coming from, your partners, and then the other way around, that actually for you twin dads, I'd say have a read of mine. You might get a bit of insight into the female psyche and how we all work and all that kind of stuff. So that's our goal for MuMag.
One of the things that I'd say is what Leanne's just said in terms of the sort of two articles being not a reflection or an opposite of one another, is it sort of gives you an insight as to how we try and work in our parenting, in discussing sort of issues that come up, and how we deal with them. So in terms of getting sort of Leanne's take on things through MuMum and my take on things through MuMan, hopefully you'll get the sort of idea of the different approaches that we take to an issue and how we overcome them, and work forward from there. Not that we're perfect. We're by no means perfect in any sense.
As you can see. So yeah, that's my my musing for today. Is musing about this one, musing about MuMan. There you go. Maybe that's my title for today. So this is MuMan. He is my best friend, my husband, the father of my girls, and he's my partner in MuMar. So he does play quite a huge role in MuMar. He's the business one. He keeps me on track when I go off on a creative tangent. And he also, I have to give him credit that he came up with the name. So there you go. If you ever wondered where MuMar came from, it came from this brain here. So
from this brain here.
He's allowed to claim that one. The rest of it's all mine. Anyway. So we hope you're having a good Monday. You'll probably see more of the two of us soon because we're about to start making some info videos for MuMar. And yeah, don't forget to share our videos, and please check out MuMar and MuMag too. Got anything else to say?
MuMan, check out MuMan. MuMan, dads.
Bye.